The Zagros Mountains in Iran may seem barren, but to the shepherd, Lao Qian, it's a rare and treasured land. Wild fruits in the woods are quietly ripening. A rich, fruity fragrance fills the air. Lao Qian climbs up the branches. Without spending a single dime, he can harvest these sweet, tart, and juicy wild berries. Under the vast, open sky, the shepherd guards the rolling mountains. Day and night, alongside his flock, he spends year after year here, living a hard, yet peaceful life. The Zagros Mountains in Iran welcome another brand new day. Lao Qian's family is busy packing, getting ready to head down to the village. Jin Feng reminds the kids to double-check everything they need to bring. Make sure nothing is left behind. After all, this mountaintop home is isolated. The road down is long and rugged. If they forget anything, turning back takes too much time and energy, and just adds a lot of unnecessary trouble. Lao Qian is heading back to the village this time to harvest another wheat field. Back in the winter, he and his son were on the hillside in the village and planted 2 wheat fields. A while ago, the 2 of them already harvested 1 field. They figure the other one should be ripe by now. Before heading down, Lao Qian makes sure to remind his wife, Jin Feng, to take good care of herself and the kids. And of course, keep a close eye on the flock of sheep. They are the family's main source of livelihood. This trip down the mountain back and forth will take Lao Qian about 2 or 3 days before he returns to the mountaintop camp. The cheapest. Before leaving, Lao Qian notices one of the sheep has a horn growing inward, about to pierce its skin. He quickly grabs a saw and carefully saws off the extra part to prevent the horn from growing further and hurting the sheep's own body. With everything at home settled, Lao Qian takes his son and daughter-in-law and confidently drives the flock down the mountain together. Lao Qian leads the flock halfway down the mountain and lets them roam and forage freely again. Once it gets a bit darker, they'll take over on the way down and drive the flock back to the mountaintop camp. Arriving at the cabin at the foot of the mountain, Lao Qian takes out his keys and opens the door. He tells Waz and Amina to pack up the things they need for the village. After getting the kids sorted out, Lao Qian hurries to check on his vegetable garden. It's been a while since he tended to it himself. He's been constantly worrying about how the crops are growing in the field. As soon as Lao Qian walks into the garden, the sight before him warms his heart. Mohammed is in the garden, watering the vegetables. In these simple, rustic mountains, Lao Qian's vegetable patch is always on the minds of friends and family. They always drop by to check on it when passing. Thanks to everyone's kindness. Even though Lao Qian hasn't come down to tend to it for a week, the fruits and vegetable seedlings in this field are still thriving beautifully. Before setting off, Lao Qian also needs to fill up the tank of his hungry truck. Only with enough fuel can this iron beast dash wildly across the rolling mountain roads. Lao Qian also reminds his son to bring the fishing net, as everyone knows. Whenever he returns to the village, Lao Qian can't resist taking a detour to catch some fish by the river next to the house, to bring home and treat his wife and kids to a change of pace. After stuffing all their bags into the trunk, Lao Qian hits the road back with his son and daughter-in-law. Waz leads the way on his motorcycle. Lao Qian and Amina follow closely behind him, heading straight for the village. Young and energetic, Waz rides his two-wheeler incredibly fast. Lao Qian's four-wheeled pickup truck just can't seem to catch up with him. Waz suddenly stops by a small stream. He turns around and tells Lao Qian that the trees by the road are full of red mulberries, and he wants to pick some. Lao Qian gladly agrees. The father and son park their vehicles by the road and head straight for the bushes on the west side. A massive mulberry tree grows right here. It's leafy, lush, and quite eye-catching. Some local villagers are also here, enjoying their leisure time. Bringing their families along, they are picnicking under the big tree by the babbling stream. The father and son quickly climb up the tree. It's the perfect season for ripe fruit right now. The tree is loaded with bright red mulberries. In May and June, at the beginning of summer, the wild mulberries in the Zagros Mountains ripen and slowly fade into a deep purplish red. This is also one of the rare seasonal delicacies for the mountain nomads throughout the year. Mulberries are naturally cold-resistant and highly resilient. Thanks to this toughness, they can take root in this poor, dry mountainous terrain and survive. This mulberry tree in front of them is enormous. with lush foliage. It is deeply rooted by the valley stream, growing wildly with the nourishment of the creek. Mulberries are known for both culinary and medicinal uses. The fruit is rich in anthocyanins, iron, various vitamins, and dietary fiber. Plenty of iron helps nourish the blood and boost energy, making it perfect for a pregnant Amina to eat. The daily diet of nomads mostly consists of meat and dairy products. The vitamins and organic acids in mulberries not only supplement missing trace elements in their bodies, but the sweet and sour fruit also helps digestion. It quenches thirst and refreshes, acting as a fantastic natural remedy in these mountains. Since Amina is pregnant and has limited mobility, she didn't climb the tree. She just moves around underneath it, listening to the babbling stream, bathed in the cool mountain breeze. This place is truly a perfect spot for escaping the heat and having a picnic. These mulberries are mostly sweet, with a slight tartness. Amina absolutely loves the juicy fruit. It's refreshing, quenches thirst, and instantly relieves the summer heat and fatigue. Which reminds Lao Qian that it's time to head home. After all, it's getting late. There's still a long way to go to the village. The father and son didn't pick too much, but these wild berries are delicate and won't last long. Picking more than they can eat would just be a waste. This harvest is plenty to satisfy their cravings for today. Wiz takes the freshly picked mulberries and washes them in the stream under the tree. They crouch by the water and enjoy them right there. The taste of freshly picked fruit is truly extraordinary. The plump flesh bursts between their teeth. The fresh, deep red juice is sweet and tempting, instantly taking over their taste buds. This incredible flavor not only has Amina singing its praises, but Lao Qian and Wiz love it too. While enjoying the sweet, fruity aroma, Lao Qian also keeps an eye on the sky, packing up the rest of the mulberries to eat on the road. The father and son start up their vehicles. However, they don't head to the village, but drive toward their winter shelter at the top of the mountain. Lao Qian decides that they will stay and rest here for the night. When early morning comes tomorrow, the father and son will be able to head straight to the wheat field for the harvest, saving them the time of traveling back and forth from the village.